Hi, and welcome to MQW Driving School YouTube channel. Back again with another video of mock test, this time Leeds Colton Driving Test Center. So we are going out of the car park, which is provided by Leeds Colton Driving Test Center. This left side building is for the Leeds Driving Test Center and the waiting room is on the left. We are going out of the car park. We have to stay left side of this exit. The barrier open by itself is auto barrier, so keep to the left. Take this like a T junction and then you take the right turning because that's the only way to get out of this car park. Left is a dead end. So make sure, look for the traffic coming from your left and right because it's a business park. A lot of cars comes from your left and right regularly. Give plenty of room for other drivers if they're coming, especially if they're entering in the same entrance through the barrier. That's another reason where you must keep the car on the left so they can keep the car left on their side. Meeting traffic. Getting out of the street, first thing is meeting traffic. Make sure do not go closer to other parked cars, especially to the doors. Keep 1 meter away from the parked cars. Then you're approaching to the mini roundabout. The only route they can take from this mini roundabout is going straight. So cross the roundabout, second exit. So no signal required. You just have to go straight without signal and you just stay closer to the paint and then look properly, direction checks and go. Then this roundabout, you can go left as well, first exit, and you can go right, second exit. They normally go right as a start and they can come back on the left side on the way back. So this road is 30 miles per hour. You're going towards Selby and Leeds. So this is 30 mile per hour road. Then you're approaching to the zebra crossing, so always careful in case somebody want to cross the road. So watch them early and plan for that. I always say in every video, there's a chance to go left in the street as well, but majority of the time, you will go straight towards the roundabout, which is controlled by the traffic light. From this roundabout, you have three options. Go left, Halton, go straight, Thorpe Park, or go right, Selby. If you're going to take a left turn, first exit, then you need to go left in the left lane. Now, as you just noticed now, you stop the car in a keep clear. So that's a road marking mistake. Just the benefit of doubt, nobody was coming out of the junction. You did not disturb many much. So minor mistake. So think about the roundabout. If you're going left, first exit, stay in the left lane. But if you need to go straight, Thorpe Park, or if you need to go right, Selby, then you need to stay in the right lane from the beginning. Then you have two lanes again. Then this middle lane go Thorpe Park and the middle lane go right as well to the Selby. But this time we are going left. So when you go left, that is called Halton side. That is 40 mile per hour road now. The next option is always, not always, but majority of the time is Crossgate. But the other option can be Halton. So this is a dual carriage. So make sure you drive fast and go up till to the limit. But if you already know you're going to take a right turning from the next roundabout, which is Colton, so for your advanced planning, of course you are allowed to take the right lane early as possible, but sometimes you don't want to take right lane too early, where the people going to undertake you from the left and cut you. So reasonable time with your planning, you should take the right lane. The board is on the left, which is say the roundabout. This roundabout have total 3 exit. So do not get confused with the board on the right, which says you got 2 exit left and right. You have 3 exits. First exit go left, Colton. Second exit go straight to Halton. For that you need a left lane. And then third exit go right to the crossgate. So we are going right. So mirror signal right and you stay crossgate lane, which is this one. Number 1 exit on your left, which is Colton. Number 2 exit on your left, which is Halton. And now mirror signal left for third exit, which is crossgate. So when you come to this one, it's still a 40-mile road like before. So if you don't see any sign because there's no speed. Now you're taking a right turning on that road. That is a one option. then you go straight, then you have another right turning. That's the second option. So out of these two right turning, any one of them can be in the test in case they want to come here. And if they don't take the right turning on these streets, then third option you have to go straight towards the Seacroft. There's a more roundabouts. Passing the Crossgate station, you go to the Seacroft. So knowing your area always give you some advantage. So that's the street, taking a right turning. So you do the mirror signal on your right. Make sure you always stay in the center of the box early as possible. You was not in your good position for stopping, so that's another minor mistake. Because you did not spend too much time standing there and there's no one on the left got disturbed on that particular time. Otherwise, that's a wrong position to stand. Soon you know there's a filter lane or protected right turn lane. You must enter in that protected right turn lane. Now you are on a 20 mile per hour road. Whenever you get the smaller road, you always get chances of doing some moving and stopping exercise. There's no limit, but rough idea is 3 to 6 times moving and stopping exercise. One time before the car, so that's called moving at angle exercise. And these kind of exercise where they say, please do not worry about the driveway on the left, because you need to go close to the car and show how you can move off with the angle. So this is 20 mile per hour road with some park car where you have to show clearance, door distance to the park cars. Then you make sure you got some shops here and then other oncoming traffic, and you have to do meeting traffic situation with others. So careful. So end of the road, take a right turn. Again, no new signs, which means the same old speed will work. So you still go 20 mile per hour road. Again, lot of other chances of moving and stopping. Now, when you travel in small street roads, residential small street roads, especially in the start of the test, so that means you may be going to get a fast road later. If you travel on fast road in the beginning now, and then you can expect you may be getting the quiet road residential area later, because the test is designed in a way where they take you 20 mile road, 20 zone, 30 zone, 30 mile roads, residential area, build up area, urban roads, dual carriage, which start from 40 number speed and can go up till 70 mile dual carriage. So it's like a three sequence, 20, 30 and 40. And then depending on the test centers, 50, 60 and 70, or depending on the test route, 50, 60, 70. But 20, 30, 40 is a condition of the test to test you on all levels. So 20, 30 and 40. So you can count on your fingers when you do your test where you are right now, what you did not done yet. If you notice, you started with a 40 road, now came to 20. So there's no 30 so far. So of course you're going to do 30 also. So again, you're going to repeat the 20 and 40s. And then if you're doing some moving and stopping exercise, you can keep checking how many times I've done the moving and stopping and how many times I get more chances to do it. Then keep calculating where I am right now. Is this a chance to do a moving and stopping or not? So end of this road, take a left turn, which is a simple T junction. You just need a proper mirror signal and keep the position left. Come in a gear 1 or 2. If you stop 1, if you continue moving 2, and if your automatic car doesn't matter, just look properly, open a closed junction and take the car out. Then in a short while, we're going to take a right turning, which is another street. When you enter in this street, the main thing is you are taking a bend and then taking a right turn. So do not cut the corners. So keep going towards the left, watch the vision from the front, and then look on your right shoulder like a glance and do the turn. Again, no new signs. So what do you expect? Because speed did not change. It's the same 20 mile per hour road. Now look for the warning signs so you don't miss any triangle warnings. You got the repeat sign of 20. Again, same logic. You have to deal with the park car with the clearance. Driving too slow, also call your mistake as a progress. So drive up till 20 when it's clear to drive on 20, because 20 road is itself a slow road. So you don't have to drive on 10 and 15 on the 20 roads. If it's possible, you drive exact 20 if it's safe to drive so. Now you're taking this left turning. Again, new, not new signs, so again 20 mile per hour road. But now this road is more narrow than the previous one. Again, meeting traffic situations, like now somebody was reversing, like a, what you call it, they're doing the building works or garden work because they go digger. So stop early as possible for these kind of situation, give them plenty of room to do their maneuver, watch the driver actions, look on your surrounding because you're stopping in the middle of the road, and then make sure he's saying thank you so he's happy, no disturbance. So when he's happy, we happy. I mean, there's no disturbance to anybody, so you take the right decision to stop for him and don't overtake him. Now in a short time we're going to take one of the street for the right turn. We have two three street which join the main road, so it doesn't matter, we can take any one of the street, it all go back to the Selby road. As you can see, it's a still 20 mile per hour road with the parked cars. Again, chances of moving and stopping. We can even do parallel parking over here. We can say pull up on the right side, reverse 2 car length back. This tight street, still a possibility of your maneuver. That was a very good stopping with a nice distance with the curb and good distance from the front car to do your move off exercise, or it can be a parallel parking. When they ask you to stop the car on the left side by the reference of the other car, that please park up on the left side before you reach the park car, leave yourself enough room for move off, roughly a 1 car length. Then you don't know why they're stopping you. Maybe they want you to do parallel parking or they want you to do move off at angle exercise. But if you already done the parking before, like pull up on the right side or bay parking, then you know, okay, it's not going to be a double maneuver now. So then examiner may be just stopping you for the pull up on the left as a move at angle exercise. So you always get the idea straight away why they are stopping you, what more likely you need to do it now. So that way you can build your confidence, because some people are very much worried about the maneuvers. So this is the best time for you to build up your confidence that okay, it looks like I'm going to do the parallel parking. Examiner is mentioning about it, so I need to plan for myself. Or if you're worried about your maneuver, this is the best time to revise your like a chapter. Like okay, when I go there, which steering I need to do first, left or right, because many people are confused on left and right. Now, as you can see, there was a lot of progress problem, lot of hesitation problem here. We are stopping here for a long time and we can't make up our mind when it's safe to move off. We are not doing anything at all over here, so which is kind of waste of a lot of time, and that doesn't look like a well planned. But I understand when there was a lot of cars coming from your front and back, of course you need to time to move off. But again, that was another mistake. You can't take that long. You're wasting everybody time. Now, end of the road, turning left, and you only can go left, as the sign clearly say go left only, dual carriage. And now you back on a Selby road. This is the 40 mile per hour road. This 40 mile per hour road go back to the same roundabout you done in the beginning when you took the first exit to the Holton. So you are going back on the same road to the same roundabout. In the beginning, I was mentioning you about they sometimes go left, Holton, sometimes they go straight to Thorpe Park. Now from this side, we're going back to the same roundabout, and now we're taking the first exit left to the Thorpe Park. We also have the chance I can take you straight ahead from the roundabout, which is towards the Selby, and then I will take you more further down. But I have a plan to use that road on the way back. Okay, so again, is the area. There is no fixed rules of the test routes. Examiner or we as a mock test can go anywhere where at least we can give you 20, 30, 40 roads minimum, 3 styles, one maneuver, independent driving, and driving on all different road condition, traffic condition for at least 30 minutes to test you as assessment or mock test. So never say there's a fixed rule for the examiner to go anywhere. Okay, yes, there are some repetition they do for the safety of their own self or by the timing and stuff, but don't expect anything. So from this roundabout, I had a chance to take you straight, and I had a chance to take you to the left as well. So this left is called a Thorpe Park. Now you are on 30 mile per hour road. Then you're approaching a next roundabout, taking a left turn again, first exit. So that's your again 30 mile per hour road you're going. Very simple. You got the arrows painted. You just have to do proper mirror signal routine to take your left turn. Again, this road is nice and clear for another moving and stopping exercise. But at the end of this road, that's a technical point. When this road finish, we have a roundabout. That roundabout have three exits. Go left, go straight, go right. Go left, again business park. Normally they don't go there. Go straight, that is like a warehouse entrance or drop a point for deliveries. We don't go there as well. So the main option will be you have to go to the right side, third exit. So when the side nav say take a right turn, third exit, of course you can stay in the left lane or you can stay in the right lane. Both lanes are going right. So that is where you fail your driving test, like a mock test. So you decided to stay in the left, then you stayed in the right, then move back to the left. So it was no planning, and you that way know that you don't know how to do this. Or second, according to the awareness and planning, that also proves that you did not read the road marking very clearly, which says you can go left, you can go right from the left lane. So now when you have to move back on these kind of roads, see now you're moving back, you got the car on the left, totally that is where you fail your driving test. You change your lane without any reason and not looking properly on the blind spot for changing lane. And main thing is the planning. If you would have stayed in the left lane from the beginning of the roundabout, because both lanes are going right, you start from the right, you stay to the right, you stay to the right, and finish on the right. Or you start from the left, stay to the left, finish to the left. So you can just choose one lane in the beginning, awareness and planning. Both are legal. You need to make up your mind which lane you want to choose to go right. But you can see that totally you can see there was no planning and you did not look on your shoulder properly for that. That is why you fail your driving test. Okay, that is a serious mistake. So now we're going to using this lane to go right side, which is also known as M1 South A63 Selby. Now see, like now both lanes are going right and you already on the left lane to go right. So now only thing you have to do is just maintain your line. So if two lanes go to the right and you want to use the one from the left, that is the best way. Because in the UK driving, we drive the car on the left side of the road more. And that's why you don't need to change any lanes. So now you're entering in the 40-mile zone. Now after that, we approaching another roundabout. That from that roundabout, we're going to take a left turn, first exit. So see, this roundabout and the previous roundabout is bit similar. That two lanes are going right. And even the sat nav say take a right turn, third exit. Or examiner say you take a right turn, third exit. It's the same information, but it does not mean you need to change line. But let's say you don't know this area and you're just doing it as normal, that you want to stay in the right lane to go right side of the roundabout, then stick to that lane from the start to the end. Then it's still legal and doesn't matter. Okay. Now this is a left only lane. We're going left side of the roundabout first exit, but this is controlled by the traffic light. You was on the 40-mile road before, then now you're back to the 40-mile road again. So that is like a dual carriage. Lane discipline, you need to keep it. A63 is the number, which is the Selby number. Now this is the same place when we started from the test center and we said the first roundabout, we can go left, hold turn, we can go straight to Thorpe Park, or we can go right to Selby. That is the Selby. If I wanted to come right turning from the beginning, that is where I can come, Selby. Or then after the Thorpe Park, when we went to the Thorpe Park, I said we can go left or straight, Selby. That is Selby. So now we got the 50 mile per hour road going on, and now we have to go to the next roundabout. Now when we go to the next roundabout, the main thing is the lane change. So again, for the lane change, we need to look the mirrors properly. We have to look on the side glance properly, like a shoulder look, a little bit, we call it, and we known as the direction check. Again, we don't have to change the lane for the right turn so early, like a crosscut you done it. On a reasonable time when you close to the roundabout and you can see the roundabout is coming bit nearby to your junction or near to the signboards of the roundabout, that's the best time when you say we're going right turn, third exit to the Wakefield. Now you can do 40 mile per hour speed as change, and now we do mirror signal and change the line. But this lane change you did it was good. You waited for the white car and did it. So that was a good one. So that looks like you already know what happened with your last roundabout where you failed. So all the other things you show was good. I know you picked some minor mistake, but you did not done any more serious mistake or dangerous mistake after the one you failed. So looks like you know what you did. So mirror signal on the right, staying on the right lane. You got three exits. So one on the left, this one, and you stay in the right lane with the arrow clearly say go right. That is your left second exit. Again you stay right. Now you change mirror signal left, and that is your third exit going to the Wakefield. So you go 50 speed, then you change to 40 for a short time. Now look again for the signs. So you got the new speed limit now, 50 again. So speed limit is changing so many times. So when you own the single carriages, dual carriages, make sure you know your speed numbers, 40, 50, like that. Again, try to make a good progress. If it's 50, you can take your time to go to the 50, but don't take too long. So slowly try to build up. You was taking so long to go 50. Okay. If you look on your number, you hardly reach 40 right now. So that give us a hint. Maybe you don't know is 50. You may be keeping on 40 because the last sign you see was 40. Okay. Now you look on the sign again. So that is the hint you may be getting now. What is the speed? And now you're building up your speed differently. So make sure you know your speed numbers. Sometimes speed number change because you change the road, and sometimes you see the speed number change because there's a sequence change. Can you see the speed number now? 50 again, and the left was the 60. But you're not going 60, so it doesn't matter. Just focus what you're doing. But I hardly see you going more than 40 on that road. Now you're building up a little bit more than 40, like 45, which is okay. Okay. If the road conditions don't allow you, you don't have to. Look on the next signs. Now back to 40. You pick that sign very easily, so that's a good thing because now you're not going more than 40. So speed will change so many times on these kind of roads. After some time, we're going to take one of the right turning as well. Can you see the junction sign? We say we're getting towards the junctions. You're looking on the biker, letting them overtake you. That's perfectly fine. But did you notice why actually they are overtaking you? Because maybe we are not making a good progress. That's another mistake. Appropriate speed. If you drive slow and not make a good progress, it's like a hesitation to drive the car onto up till to the limit. That cause the other driver to overtake you. Okay, look on the speed sign. 30. Did you see the sequence? You go 50, 40, 30. What do you expect? You're going to the residential area, build up area. So that's why 50, 40, 30. Now take a right turn. You done this mistake before, not going in the filter line to take a right turn. If you look now, you exactly done the same mistake, and you do not look for the traffic coming on your left and move the car. That is a serious mistake again. But again, benefit of the doubt, you done it very so quickly. We give you minor, and plus you was already failed because of that roundabout, not looking the direction change mirror. So there's no point giving you another serious mistake. Your test is still a fail. Okay, but that can be another fail: not going in a filter box properly, not using the position properly, not having a good awareness and planning. Sadness clearly say you taking a right turning. There was a triangle telling you the turning is coming up soon. You got the filter box to go inside, and then you had car coming from the other side. Okay, careful. Now take this right turning. Now you don't have any box in the center, so then it doesn't matter. Okay, but you're taking so long and so soft to make a turn that looks like you're confused where you're going. So again, not a good progress. Again, a lot of hesitation in your driving. Sometimes people get confused a lot Sometimes people get confused a lot because of the independent driving. When you drive on the sat nav practice are very very important. There are a lot of videos on the YouTube which tell you how to use your sat nav driving. So you can be so used to with your sat nav wordings, the sequence, the model, the layout, then you don't need to get confused in the you don't get confused, and then you can be more confident in the test. 80% tests are done on the sat navs, and 20 to 25 minutes you are driving on the sat nav. So what you should be practicing more with your instructors before coming to the test is independent driving on the sat nav. If you're not driving on the sat nav independently before coming to the test, you already have a lot of chances to fail your test. So I'm telling you now, anybody who's not using this tom sat nav driving, independent driving, 30 minutes at least on every lesson before coming to the real driving test, they have more chances to fail. Unless you English is your first language and you see this tom since you born and stuff like that, and you have no issue with it. Okay, so now pull up on the right side is your exercise. As I said, we had a plan to do parallel parking on that time in that street, but because of a lot of cars was coming that time, so we did not able to do it over there. So we continue all this single carriages fast road, we can't do it as well. So now this is the best option again. Pull up on the right side, park up nicely with the curb, reasonable gap. Now reverse back 2 car length, and when you finish your reversing with 2 car length, then you can move back again to the normal driving position and you go back. But this is a common thing we see. When we give people a sat nav driving, technically they're driving sat nav with us for the first time in the mock test. They never done it with the instructor. When we ask why, oh my instructor don't have this model. Or my instructor used the one which is in his car, which is a build up one. Or my instructor using the Google Maps. Or my instructor don't have the TomTom. Or my instructor don't even know any routes by the TomTom. Or my instructor say it doesn't matter. So again, you should tell your instructor if it's not teaching you how to drive on the sat nav. 20% people use the sign driving in the test as a independent driving. 80% with the sat nav. So now think about it. 20% only with the sign driving, 80% with the sat nav. So you are in the more ratio for using the sat nav in the test. So everybody should practice the sat nav driving. This will save you from lot of problem, which is like hesitation problem or awareness and planning, going in the wrong sides, changing lane last minutes, and too much concentrating on the sat nav and not paying attention to the road sign and road marking. And then another important thing that you may be using the speed which is shown on the sat nav and not paying attention what is the speed on the road. So now out of this build up area, taking the right turning end of the road, the speed you just see now is 30 mph road. We don't have the lines painted, but that's a T junction. Again, country lane style road. You just drive exact 30 because you see the sign 30 if it's possible to drive so and safe to drive so. There are not too many dangerous fault if you see. You have a very good sense of driving in this test route. Of course, I can't take the name of the driver, but he know who's driving. Um, but there's no dangerous. You know what you're doing, but just the hesitations. Don't know the area. Don't know what to do. But believe me, if you know how to drive, you should know how to drive everywhere. Doesn't matter you know the area or you don't know the area. What you need to increase is your awareness and planning. You must need to know what's coming up next, what is in front of your eyes, road sign and road marking, any developing hazard because you've done the theory test, hazard perception, road sign, road marking. You know your theory test because you passed the theory test, that is why you're here. So you know all the road signs. So what you're not doing is awareness and planning. Every driver who failed the driving test, believe me, I don't blame anybody about that, why you fail. You guys are only weak in your awareness and planning. You don't pay attention what is coming in front of you, that is why you fail. Or other thing is the nerves. What what is going on around the world, other roads, I don't care. My eyes also cannot see 10 like a 10 miles. Even my eyes only can see what is in front of me in 100 yards or 200 yards. That's it. So what I can see in my eyes in 200 yards, I just want to see what is coming up next, and then I should know what I need to do, like a rule and regulation, and everything is there. Like now, you got the broken line. Rules say you can cross it. If you got some cycle, you're allowed to overtake. Simple as this. When I see 40, I start doing 40. When I see 30, I start doing 30. I don't know this road is 40. I don't know this road is 30. I don't need to even remember. You don't need to remember anything. Just see what is coming in front of you and do it. So, what you need to increase is your awareness and planning. Watch ahead, plan ahead. What's next? How I need to do this? What's the rules say about it? That's it. That is exactly what you need to do. Now, end of this road, we're taking a left turn, 50 mile per hour road. So you got a little bit slip road on the left. Yes, you was confused what to do, where to go, but yes, it's a slip road. You come to the slip road, but this is can be another serious mistake. We was going to guide you. You was building up your speed too much, but this road is finishing. You can't continue in the slip road. You thought it's a lane for you, and you was driving. That's a serious mistake again. And you move the line without even looking. Last minute because we have to do it. So that's another serious mistake. But again, I told you already failed your driving test, so there's no point to disturb your confidence and give you a lot of major mistake. But the reason to show you in the video, there are another serious mistake you done in the test, not just one. If you see one in the test, just because you already failed, the result is fail. Even if I take 10 serious mistake, you still fail. Okay. Now you're going straight to the roundabout, second exit from this left lane. Okay. Now maintain your left lane. That's a lead sign. Roundabout is say Holton and Crossgate. On the floor is say Leeds. That is the outer lane going Leeds. And this road takes us back to the test center. This roundabout is not hard. It's just controlled by the light. It's just quite big. That is the only thing which looks like a confusion part. That is too long. Okay. So remember, there is no way the slip road will continue for so long. Dual carriage, motorway, slip roads are just used to go in and out, like joining the slip road or leaving the from the slip road from dual carriage and single lane. So this is where awareness and planning come. If you already have done your theory test, don't you know about the slip lane? Don't you know about the dotted line is called as a slip lane? Because this big line on your right, that is called a normal driving lane. That is a normal driving lane with the hazards. And then the big gap is like a normal lane with the big lines like that with the smaller gaps. That's a hazard because you need the junction. And then this broken line, that is your slip. Now look on the left now. So we're going to take a left turning first exit on the next roundabout. Now you're going to change the line. And now can you see the lines again? They are long lines. So that is called a normal lane. It's not a slip lane. Then slip lane also known bit similar like a parking styles. So again, if you keep your vision ahead that time, you should know this is about to finish. And you was going faster and faster and faster, building up your speed. I can say that is another serious mistake over there. Let's say I ignored the first roundabout where you choose the different lane for the right turning. Let's ignore that one. You again fail here on this slip lane, changing the lane. Okay. So careful for the next time. Now this one I show you already. So that was a good one. So you stop, you look on the right, is a giveaway, and then you did a sharp steering, turning left. That is how it is. Then stay in the left lane to go straight because the right lane is going to the Sainsbury. Speed change 30 mile per hour, and that's the same speed will go until to the test center. We go straight, we get the roundabout on the way. Then that roundabout we're going to take the left turning first exit. So the reason behind to show you this video after your mock test, that it's better to see where exactly you fail, but also accept you did not fail because you don't know how to drive. Who is driving now since the start till the end? all these 38 to 40 minutes, who's driving? Is you. I'm not driving. I'm just telling you where to go. I'm just telling you where to go like a route. So who's driving? You. So that means you have no issue about the control. You're not driving with the closed eyes. Who's watching everything on the roundabout and making the decisions for a lane change or third exit and going from the junctions? Is you. So that means you have no problem with your observation. Then where is the problem then? The problem is about the rule and regulation. You are not watching what's coming up next and you're just trying to do it. Okay? So don't do any action unless you don't know what's coming up next. So we're entering the car park again from the left side of the barrier. As I said, I made this result fail soon after the first serious mistake I saw. I failed it. Okay? Thank you for